two-time BT Baldwin, and this is the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast, where we talk about everything independent wrestling right here each and every week, right here on your wonderful Thursdays. Everything's all set up and good to go. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you checking this show and channel out. March 1st, reborn, restart, refresh, I think is going to be the key. We are going to bring some stuff back to the channel. We got to put more effort into this channel for sure. And I think March 1st is going to be that deadline to do it. And we're going to push that. But right now, we're going to talk about the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast. We're going to talk about independent wrestling, where it's all at, where you want to be, a part of it all. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to independent wrestling, it's the place to be. You want to go see professional wrestling at reasonable prices. You say WWE is too expensive. AEW is a little up there too. Well, independent wrestling, 10, 15, 20, 25, somewhere 30, maybe a little more. But I mean, anywhere between $10 and $50, you're going to go see a couple hours of great entertaining wrestling, get closer to the action, and get some time with some of these wrestlers and really get up close, get to see these talents, get to see the future of professional wrestling, because there is so many names out there of this upcoming the future of professional wrestling, and a lot of names that have been around in the business for a long time, a lot of names that are connected into the business, a lot of names that have been on the big stage that are now here, and a lot of people that have come through a lot of these companies here in California that are now on the big stage. And I could list a ton of names if you want to check about Jacob Fatu came through the California area. We can talk about Royce Keys, Powerhouse Hobbs, Brian Cage, Bailey, so many other big names that have come through the area and done so many great things. Our boy, one of our favorites, AJ Kirsch, he's worked through this area and made his place on the big stage. And the list goes on and on. There's a lot of people, the Usos worked through parts of California and the family bloodline that is connected there. Along with John Morrison was a big name that came out of here. If you want to go over to NWA, you got J.R. Kratos. If you want to talk about J.C. Mateo, another name that has done a lot and made his name worthy. There's names, and there's the young stars today that are trying to make those names, and they're going to be the names of the future. But let's talk about what's going on this weekend in California from north to south. We're going to start in the Bay Area with Action Coast Brewing. Action Coast Wrestling presents Beer Week Rumble. Yes, Action Coast Wrestling at the Alameda Brewing Company presents Beer Week Rumble, featuring the $5,000 Rumble, and that all goes down this Friday, tomorrow, in Alameda, 1716 Park Street, Alameda, California, the Alameda Brewing Company. Tickets, early tickets, so you can get them online, are $25, I guess, at the door. They'll be $35 for adults. Children are 15. This is a family-friendly event. All ages are welcome. You can check out Action Coast Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check out their YouTube. Tickets Candy is where you can get your tickets. And so, yeah, you can check it out. This is going to be a fun show. Action Coast Wrestling always bringing you some top-tier talent from the area. This is something to go over in Alameda and do. Brewing Company. These shows at the brew houses at these brewing companies are great shows, because it's if you're a beer connoisseur, you get to try some different beers, but you also get to see some great wrestling. And these shows are always fun. I can't. Whether it be the Jackrabbit Brewery, whether it be the Almanac Brewing Company, or any of these other brewing companies that host wrestling, they're always a fun time. Best place to go see wrestling. It's fun. You get a lively crowd. You get a pretty big house. A lot of people are there, come to get a drink or two, and then find out wrestling's there. They venture in. They fall in love with wrestling. These are places. If you're going to be in Alameda on Friday night, you want to check out Action Coast Wrestling. They're going to be doing Beer Week Rumble. It's going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Family friendly. It's good. It's fun time. Go check them out on Friday night, Alameda, at the Alameda Brewing Company, 1716 Park Street, Alameda, California. Also, on Friday night, if you're going to be in the Commerce area of California, West Coast Pro Wrestling presents Evil Empire. Yes, 2909 Supply Avenue, Commerce, California. Door time is 6 p.m. Bell time is 7:30 p.m. West Coast Pro Wrestling can be seen on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can get your tickets at eventbrite.com for West Coast Pro Wrestling presents the Evil Empire. So if you're in Commerce, California, you're looking for some great wrestling, West Coast Pro Wrestling, one of the top tier independent companies out here that does a lot. Not to say that any of these other companies are not really good, strong companies. Just West Coast Pro Wrestling is on is this middle stage that a lot of companies that I know that are doing it are just, you know, there's different levels, and you can know it. And I'm not trying to put anybody down. Everybody goes out there. All these companies try to work to be the best. But West Coast Pro Wrestling is a dominant brand when it comes to independent wrestling. Everybody wants to go work for West Coast. And they're going to be at the Compound in Commerce, it looks like. The Compound in Commerce, 2909 Supply Avenue, Commerce, California. Live Pro Wrestling, West Coast Pro Wrestling presents Evil Empire. If you're going to be in Commerce, West Coast Pro Wrestling, you're not, it's always going to be a win. Always going to be a win when it comes to West Coast Pro Wrestling. Chatsworth, California, we have Millennium Pro Wrestling back with a double dash tag tournament. We talked about this last weekend, last Friday. They started the tournament this week, and they're going to finish the tournament. It's at 19,801 Nordhoff Place, Suite 110, Chatsworth, California. Tickets going to be available at the door, and it's Millennium Pro Wrestling with Double Dash Tag Team Tournament. So you want to check them out. Tickets look to be $25. Bell time 7:30 p.m. Millennium Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And there's a Millennium Pro Wrestling website. No, there's not. Never mind. Don't listen to me on that one. But, yeah, no. If you're looking for some wrestling in the Chatsworth, California area, go check out Millennium Pro Wrestling. Doing it well. They're doing a Double Dash Tag Team Tournament, a 2-week event, 2 Fridays. Should be a fun time. And it should be a great show. So check out some Millennium Pro Wrestling again Friday night, tomorrow night. Finally, on Friday night, if you're in Heber, California, Venue Wrestling Entertainment is going to bring you some great action when Venue Wrestling Entertainment brings you Out of Control. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. They're at the Prestige Event Center in Heber, California. It's an indoor event. It's at 1111 Yorman Road in Heber, California. So if you're looking for some great wrestling action with a mix of styles and all of this, this is a great place to be if you're going to be in the Heber, California area. On the poster, a good buddy that I met last year at WrestleMania, actually got to ride in a car and talk to this man. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Crazy going to be in the house. So yeah, Venue Wrestling Entertainment, 1111 Yorman Road, Heber, California, the Prestige Event Center in Heber. Friday night, I don't see a door time. Okay, doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. So if you're in Heber, California, tomorrow night, check out Venue Wrestling Entertainment. And this brings us, oh, wait, no, we got one more on Friday. My bad, your fault. No, just kidding. Anyways, one more. If you're in Santa Ana, don't get blown away by the winds in Santa Ana, but hey, if you're going to be in Santa Ana, Dream Slam Wrestling presents For the Love 3. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dream Slam Wrestling presents For the Love 3 in Santa Ana, California, 505 East Central Avenue. That's 505 East Central Avenue in Santa Ana, California. This is going to be a good show. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bell time, 8 p.m. The Delhi Center in Santa Ana. Pre-sale front row tickets are $40. Pre-sale general admission is $30. Prices will go up at the door. Tickets available at DreamSlamWrestling.com. DreamSlamWrestling.com. One word, that is Dream Slam Wrestling. DreamSlamWrestling.com. Yes, Dream Slam Wrestling. One word, .com. You can get your tickets available there. You can also check out Dream Slam Wrestling at Facebook and on Instagram. But Dream Slam Wrestling presents For the Love 3. This looks like a stellar show. Santa Ana, Hopefully the winds won't be blowing strong, won't blow anything over. But that's taking place tomorrow night, Friday night, at the Delhi Center. For the love of three, ladies and gentlemen, go check it out. And that wraps up our Friday. And now we're going to get into Saturday. No shows that I've seen or researched for Sunday, the 1st of March, 2026. But this is going to be Saturday, February 28th, the last day of February. We're rolling into March, ladies and gentlemen, 2 months down. 2 months into the new year. We're 2 months closer into the year. We're coming up around the bend to WrestleMania in Las Vegas again. Will we be there? Don't know. I'll let you know. And the biggest event in independent pro wrestling outside of NorCal, which we just saw at the beginning of this month, but the next major event, ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Pro Wrestling. One Supreme Night already announced, coming up the weekend after WrestleMania. Usually SPW does the third Sunday of every month. They have to go to the fourth Sunday because WrestleMania took that Sunday. So SPW bunking it back and doing their 26th annual One Supreme Night. One Supreme Night 26 SPW Indoor Soccer World Arena, Elk Grove. They will have an event in March. They'll have an event this coming month, third Sunday of the month, like every month, except in April. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, One Supreme Night is coming up, and there's going to be a lot to talk about there. It's going to be one of the next big major events. But before that, we're going to talk about this Saturday, February 28th, last day in February, going out with a big bang, lots of shows to cover, and we're going to break them down. Starting off where you could start early in your day with Ugly Dojo. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ugly Dojo doing another great matinee mayhem show live from 6753 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Carmichael, California. Parking on North Avenue, just so you know, parking on North Avenue. Doors open at 11:30 a.m., bell time 12 p.m. This is a place to be. This is a place where a lot of the young upcoming names, a lot of the kids that are trying to get their reps and trying to get their feet, trying to get the experience that they need to perform on bigger stages get. Matinee Mayhem, it's a smaller show. It's a really intimate venue, and it's a fun time. Ugly Dojo always knowing how to put on a great show, and a lot of great young talented names that work these shows going down this Saturday. So if you've got plans to be at Stockton Con, maybe you hit up Stockton Con early in the morning, then head up to Sacramento. Stockton Con, winter in Stockton, 2-day event. Maybe you skip Saturday, go Sunday, unless you're trying to see Paige. I know Paige is only there Saturday, so maybe run in on Saturday, get Paige's autograph, leave, head up to Carmichael, California, and check out Ugly Dojo. Check out this Matinee Mayhem show. Or you go to this show and then hit Stockton Con up for all the fun and events. These are good shows. These are always fun shows. It should be a good weekend. Check out Ugly Dojo Matinee Mayhem this Saturday, February the 28th, live from Carmichael at 6753 Fair Oaks Boulevard, Carmichael, California, at the House of Ugly Dojo, at the Ugly Dojo itself. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the dojo of professional wrestling, Ugly Style. Yes, come check it out. It is the Pro Wrestling College of Knowledge, Ugly Dojo. Also, on Saturday, it looks like this major event, yes, Wrestling for Charities will be putting on a major event at 14,260 San Pablo Avenue in San Pablo, California. Wrestling for Charity bringing you some great lucha libre action. It's a free show starting at 2 p.m., so if you want to check it out, it's going to be at 14,260 San Pablo Avenue in San Pablo, California. It looks like some big names are going to be there, so definitely a place you want to check it out. Wrestling for Charity. You can check them out on Facebook, on their own very own website. Yes, Wrestling for Charities. It's wfcwrestling.wordpress.com. If you want to learn more about Wrestling for Charities, ladies and gentlemen, that's where you might want to go. They can also be seen on Facebook and YouTube. Wrestling for Charities this Saturday, February 28th from San Pablo, California. Also, on Saturday, it's the Future Women of Wrestling, the Future WOW. Present Unite Any Night. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Unite Any Night when the Future Women of Wrestling come together in Anaheim. Yes. The Gamecraft Brewing Company brings you, along with the Future Women of Wrestling, United Any Night, this Saturday, February 28th. Meet and greet at 5 p.m., bell time 6 p.m. at the Gamecraft Brewing Company. at 1884 South Santa Cruz Street in Anaheim, California. If you're going to be in the Anaheim area, if you're in the LA area, if you're in any of those areas, check them out. This should be a fun show. You can check out the Future of Women of Wrestling, Future Wow is what I want to say, on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's going on, get more information and details. This is going to be a fun show. The Future of Women of Wrestling this Saturday in Anaheim. Ladies and gentlemen, West Coast Wrestling Federation is going to be in action presenting Unfinished Business. Yes, West Coast Wrestling Federation live in action in Yuba City at 1282 Hassett Avenue, Yuba City, California. You can check out West Coast Wrestling Federation on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But Unfinished Business coming to you from 1282 Hassett Avenue, Yuba City, California. I'm very familiar with this venue. This is another small, intimate venue. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time is at 6:30. Tickets are $15 in advance, $20 at the door. You can call 530-870-2459 for tickets and then show information. This will be a great show. Lots of great talent that you're going to see that are going to cross over and work with one another. Because when you talk about West Coast Wrestling Federation, when you talk about Pro Championship Wrestling, PCW, SPW, Supreme Pro Wrestling, these guys all kind of work together. And then this is a building that they share. If you don't know, I don't want to give too many trade secrets away, but the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fun show. West Coast Wrestling Federation Unfinished Business, Saturday, February 28th, 1282 Hassett Avenue, Yuba City, California. Door 6 p.m. time, bell time 6:30 p.m. Everything's there. If you want to check out some great action, that's where you want to be on your Saturday night. The big competition on Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, will be in Alameda also. We're returning. So if you want to go to the Alameda Brewing Company on Friday night, now you can check out the Almanac Adventureland. The Almanac Brewing Company in Alameda, California, 651 West Tower Avenue, Alameda, California. Tickets on Eventbrite right now for $20, $30 at the door. It is Puppet Wars, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you Almanac Adventures live from the Almanac Brewing Company. You can see Puppet Wars on Facebook and Instagram. And these are always great show. Puppet Wars, an excellent show. Always fun. These are big events. You want to get there at a good time because this place gets loaded up. All family show, all ages welcome. This can become a standing room area only. There are so many seats they have for the show, but it gets becoming people will stand and sit here and stand and watch these shows. Puppet Wars, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth the time. If you're going to be over in the Bay Area, Alameda on Saturday night, go check them out. The Almanac Brewing Company, a great brewing company, got some great on-tap beers. Also have some internal local brewed or in-brewed house sodas. I forget. I know they're there. I've had a couple of them, really great tasting. Plenty of food and eats. You're not going to go starving here. Been there, seen all the food. Pizza, hamburgers. There's all types of stuff. This is a place that parties go on every Saturday. It's a hopping place. It's a fun place. It's a collective. And then when they do Puppet Wars comes and takes over the house, it brings down the house. And the relationship between Puppet Wars and the Almanac Brewery is just amazing to see. We appreciate them on both hands, Puppet Wars and the Almanac Brewery. Again, ladies and gentlemen, these brewing company shows are some of the best shows you're going to see. And this is going to be one of the best ones of the weekend. So go check out Puppet Wars. Sacramento, California, pro wrestling action on Saturday night. So if you want to check out Ugly Dojo and Carmichael and then hang around the Sacramento area, we still got you covered on Saturday when Next Level Pro Wrestling brings you Bloody Valentine 2 weeks late, but that's okay. A Night of Broken Hearts and Broken Bones is Saturday, February 28, 2026 at 1335 Dixie Ann Avenue in Sacramento, California. Doors open at 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Excuse me. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time is at 7 p.m. Tickets starting at $10. You can order at nlpw.net right now, and that's nextlevelprowrestling.net. So that's nlpw.net for tickets. You can follow Next Level Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get your tickets at nlpw.net for Bloody Valentine's. and check them out live. If you also want to, you can watch their shows on Zebo.tv, Zebo.tv at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday night. So if you're, I'll put this up at 6 p.m. So when this is over, you can go get ready to watch this at 7 p.m. on Zebo.tv. You can watch Next Level Pro Wrestling, get your feel before Saturday night. Saturday night, Vista, California, SoCal Pro Wrestling Tag Team Warfare. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, SoCal Pro Wrestling presents Tag Team Warfare live from Vista, California, 410 West California Avenue in Vista, California. SoCal Pro Wrestling Tag Team Warfare taking place. It's at the Vista Boys and Girls Club. Tickets on sale at www.socalprowrestling.com. That's Cal, C-A-L, Pro, P-R-O, Wrestling, W-R-E-S-T-L-I-N-G.com. SoCal Pro Wrestling, one word, put it all together, put a .com after it. Go buy your tickets for SoCal Wrestling, SoCal Pro Wrestling, Tag Team Warfare live from the Boys and Girls Club in Vista, California. Located at 410 West California, Vista, California. Ladies and gentlemen, some great pro wrestling action for SoCal Pro Wrestling. And finally, we're going to wrap up a Saturday night and this weekend with a big event coming to you from Total Wrestling Federation when they bring Band Bash. Yes, Band Bash, live pro wrestling. All ticket sales to Sierra High School Band. So that's what the event for. All this money is going to go help sponsor the Sierra High School Band. And this is taking place Saturday night, February 28th, live from the VFW Hall at 580 Moffett Boulevard in Manteca. And I didn't say Manteca. And if you are a Central California native, you know why it might be called Manteca. But no, it's in Manteca. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. All tickets, all ages, everybody's $20. Flat rate, $20. All this money, all ticket sales are going to go to the Sierra High School Band. So if you want to go support the local band of Sierra High School, or if you don't have anything else to do and you're in the Manteca area, Tracy, Modesto, Ripon, Manteca, Lodi, Stockton, Escalon, Linden, Angels Camp, wherever, if you're a fan of TWF, who has been in Tuolumne, Tracy, Manteca, up and down the Central Valley, putting on some great shows up in the Gold Country. Well, go support TWF as they help out the Sierra High School Band and help them raise money. You can also follow Total Wrestling Federation on Facebook, Instagram, and their YouTube. Tickets on sale at eventbrite.com. Again, bell time, our door time is 6, bell time is 7. Manteca, California, the VFW Hall, the Veterans of Foreign War Hall in Manteca, 580 Moffett Boulevard, Total Wrestling Federation. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I've talked about it all. I've spat it out and spat it good. And that is going to wrap up your week of independent wrestling and your month as we get to the end of February right here. Next weekend, we're going to be in March. It's going to be the first weekend in March. We're looking at some major events this March. Starting off hot, Slamtown, Stars of Wrestling, Action Coast Wrestling, going to be back in action, Crimson Crown Professional Wrestling, Ugly Dojo, Stoner U, Full Queer, Central Valley Showdown, Empire Wrestling Federation, Rival Pro Wrestling Revolution, FMLS, Big Time Wrestling, yeah, Venue Wrestling Entertainment, UGWA, Fearless Lucha Libre, SVN Wrestling, XWW Pro Wrestling, the Best of the West. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Best of the West is going to be in the house. East Los Lucha going to be in action. The Best of the West, like I said, 209 Dragon Den, Next Level Pro Wrestling, Supreme Pro Wrestling in there with a couple events coming up in March, and probably some more Ugly Dojo events as we fill in the calendar. But ladies and gentlemen, already some major events for the month coming up in independent wrestling in California. For March, duly noted, duly booked up, and so yeah, it's going to be a great time next month, and we'll be right back here on Thursday night to discuss it all, to get you all ready for the first weekend in March when professional wrestling takes over March, and we continue to do what we do. But we thank you for being here as always, all the time. I'm the big time. This is Value Wrestling right here on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this out. Let's boost these numbers. Last week's numbers took a dive from the previous week, so I need everybody to share this out. I need everybody to tell everybody to come watch this, help support the rebirth, the revitalization of Value Wrestling as we move forward. And we are going to bring back some of the classic things that we've done before. We got to get back to it, and we're going to get back to it. But we're going to be here next Thursday again with the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast, and we're going to get the show back on track. We'll see you next week. We'll be right here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. And until then, deuces.